Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 506 Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. I hope with the last battle video that I put on for 2020, we kind of ended the year with a bang. And what I wanted to do was start 2021 with a bang as well. So what I tried to do was find a battle that was very diverse, with a lot of factions in that you don't usually see, and I think I've found it in this particular battle. Also, I'd just like to say that as it's January 2021, it is the Brotherhood's birthday. The Brotherhood was started back in 2005, so this month the Brotherhood is 16 years old, which is quite an achievement, and I think we still got about 24 active members, so I think that's a real achievement there. Back in January 2005, two Rome Total War players, Conan and Cannon, decided to start a clan. Remember, back in those days, all the clans were CWB, and they played for 12,500 denarii each in those days. A few years later, it went up to 15k, but it was 12,500 there. And Conan and Cannon decided that they would start a clan that played for double that money, for 25k. And when they first went into the lobby with their big capital letter names and their underscore tags, a lot of the elitist clans in those days made fun of them and said, you can't be a real clan because you're not playing for the clan money of 12.5 thousand denarii. But Conan and Cannon just kind of ignored them and steadily recruited, and got a lot of good players in the clan there. A lot of CWB players actually joined them as well, because they not only like playing for the 12,500 denarii, but they like playing for the 25k as well. So the foundations that Conan and Cannon set all those years ago have stood the Brotherhood in good stead for 2021. Okay. Our first teammate is Brotherhood member Conan, the co-founder of the Brotherhood, and he has got 16 infantry and 4 cavalry. Okay, 16 infantry, 4 cavalry. Just like to show you something here. 4 of his infantry are Eagle units, but they are the Legionary First cohort. Okay, the Legionary First cohort units there. So my guess is that you probably use 2 of them for pilot shield units and maybe keep 2 back for extra morale. That's what I'm thinking there. They don't usually bring that many Eagle units, but that's what I'm thinking he's going to use them for there. And I say early legionary cohorts there, so you don't really want to get them in a scrap against urban cohorts. Quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry, just gold shield, gold attack. Okay, so 16 infantry and 4 cavalry there, including a cavalry general. Should be interesting to see how well he does during the course of the battle. Our next teammate is Brotherhood member Man2, who's unusually bought the GAUL faction. Now he has got 4 chosen swordsmen, 5 chosen warlord cavalry, and 9 Forester warband archers. There's his elite infantry, the chosen swordsman there, and there's his barbarian chosen warlord cavalry units there. But of course his 9 Forester warband archers you can't see, because they've got a unique ability that when they stop moving they disappear, they hide in the grass there. Okay, so they are excellent ambush troops. But as I say, you only see them when they're actually shooting their arrows or when they're moving. As I say, when they stop, they hide and you can't see them on the battlefield. And that's what makes them excellent ambush troops. Okay. Our next teammate is myself, Spartan Commander, who's bought the very old Carthage army, and I've got 14 Sacred Band Spearmen, 3 Slingers, and 3 Cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on my Sacred Band Cavalry. Okay, 8 upgrades, 2 Experience Stripes, Gold Shield, Gold Attack. Make no mistake, this Sacred Band Cavalry is extremely tough. You put good upgrades on them, and they can be almost battle-winning cavalry there. They're that tough. So there's my old Carthage army there. Maybe a bit light on the cavalry, but it'll be interesting to see how well it does during the course of the battle. Our 4th teammate is the host of the battle, Brotherhood member Crypto, who has unusually bought the Numidian faction. Now he has got 10 Numidian legionnaires, 4 archers, 3 elephants, and 3 armoured cavalry generals. Obviously Numidia being one of the weaker units there. If you have a look at their legionnaires, okay, he's got 8 upgrades on, 2 Experience Stripes, Gold Shield, Gold Attack, but they are pretty poor infantry, and even fully upgraded, they're very susceptible to archer damage. Okay, so they throw pilers, but the pilers aren't very strong, you know, not very powerful. So in general, they are pretty poor infantry, really. So that's why we had to give them a rules tweak here and give them a 3 LE maximum there. Okay, so the archers on the back of the elephants obviously shoot arrows into the enemy, and you alt attack with your elephants, and they bring a massive fear factor, taking the morale away from enemy troops and making them more susceptible to routing. Okay, so for Numidia we had to give them a 3 LE max to give them a chance on the 31k battlefield. Okay, so that's Crypto's Numidian army. Very diverse team. We've got Rome, we've got Gaul, we've got Carthage, and we've got Numidia. As I say, this should be a great New Year's Day battle with a lot of diversity in the factions. And here is the other team. We have brother member Barclayman, who has unusually bought the Dacia faction, and he's got 5 cavalry, 6 chosen archers, and 9 chosen swordsmen. Check out the upgrades on his cavalry there. You'll see they are fully upgraded. 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack for the barbarian noble cavalry. So that's some serious cavalry there, and fully upgraded. It'll be interesting to see how well they do. Let's say he's got 9 chosen swordsmen and 6 chosen archers there. So I think that's a pretty good Dacian army, and nice to see Dacia on a 31k battlefield. So well done to Barclayman for bringing that faction. Their next teammate is Brotherhood member Lando, who has got 8 infantry, 6 archers, and 6 cavalry. Okay, 8 infantry, 6 archers, 6 cavalry. Check out the upgrades on his cavalry. Okay, if you count them there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fully upgraded Praetorian cavalry. Okay, now we know this cavalry does great with just gold shield, gold attack, but you fully upgrade it, and you are looking at some serious cavalry there. And you see you got 6 fully upgraded Praetorian cavalry units, but will those 6 Praetorian cavalry units and those 6 archers make up for just 8 infantry? It'll be interesting to see during the course of the battle. Okay, 8 infantry, very low amount of infantry for the modern day battlefield. Okay, their next teammate is Brotherhood member Viriato. Now Viriato has got 12 infantry, 2 archers, and 6 cavalry. Okay, 12 infantry, 2 archers, 6 cavalry. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good balanced army. Quick look at the upgrades on his infantry. Okay, he's just got gold shield, gold attack on his infantry. And if we have a look on his cavalry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he's got 7 upgrades, an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry. Okay, their next teammate is Brotherhood member Aurelius, who has unusually bought the Seleucid faction. Now Aurelius has got 13 pikes, 3 cavalry, and 3 chariots. Okay, 13 pikes, 3 cavalry, 3 chariots. If you look at the upgrades on his cavalry, 1, 2, I think he got 7 upgrades, an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. Remember, we've talked about these before. These are the tanks of the ancient world, these cataphracts, because they're armoured from head to toe, and used correctly, they can be battle-winning troops. And he's also got the chariots here. Now remember, these chariots got a massive fear factor, taking morale away from enemy troops. They got big attacking specifications, and they got hit points as well. But they are a double-edged sword, because like we've seen in other battle videos, if they run amok, they kill both friend and foe alike, and can be a menace to both friend and foe alike. Okay, so whenever you bring chariots, as I say, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. But I'd just like to have a look at things here. As you can see, they're a very diverse faction. You've got Dacia, Rome, and Seleucid. Okay, but just have a look at their cavalry numbers here. Okay, so you've got 3 chariots, 3 cavalry there. So let's say we class chariots as cavalry in a way, don't we? So that's 6 cavalry there, another 6 there, so that's 12 cavalry they got. They've got another 6 there, so that's 18 cavalry, and I think they got another 5 there. So they've got 23 cavalry. Okay, that is a big lot of cavalry, and a lot of their cavalry are fully upgraded, very elite cavalry. And against our team, I think we've got about 17 cavalry, but we've got, okay, we've got 3 LAs, but we've got a lot of general armoured bodyguard units there, not really heavy cavalry. So I think the cavalry advantage that the team has could be quite big. The enemy team is quite big. But who do you think's got faction advantage? Do you think either team has got faction advantage? They got Seleucid, 2 Romes and Dacia against Numidia, Carthage, Gaul and Rome. Okay, do you think either team has got a faction advantage, or do you think it's pretty even? It should be interesting to see what happens during the course of the battle. Okay, at this very, very early stage of the battle here, you can see Crypto taking his Numidian armoured cavalry general units forward here to attack the Dacian archers. Nice aggressive move here by Crypto, and then those cavalry go and bang as they smash into those archers. As I say, nice aggressive move here by Crypto, using his Numidian fast moving general cavalry units there very well. Took out a couple of those Dacian archer units. He needs to pull those cavalry units back now because he's got some heavy cavalry moving in on him there. As you can see, Scipii cavalry and Dacian cavalry there. Okay, so you can see them moving in there. He needs to move his cavalry back, but also if you notice, he's got his archers a little bit forward there, and that enemy cavalry, there's a lot of those. They could smash into his archers and take a lot of his Numidian archers out there, so it might be a good idea for him to pull his archers back behind his infantry now before the enemy cavalry kind of push forward there and start attacking his archers. Be interested to see what Crypto does here. Okay, as I say, best thing to do, run those archers back now. You can see all that enemy cavalry, both Dacian and Scipii cavalry, moving towards his archers. Run those archers back, Crypto, or they're going to get hit pretty hard. That's it, moving back there. But you can see a couple of his archer units are starting to rout now, being hit by those cavalry units. He's moving his infantry forward and his elephants forward as well here to try and counter the enemy cavalry. And if you notice here, I think that's a good move by the enemy cavalry there, pulling back with those elephants and those Numidian infantry moving towards them there. I can see Lando's archers, he's got them in close, tight formation for more damage and more impact there. Right, so as you can see here, Crypto being very aggressive with his Numidian army. I've got my cavalry to back him up. I'm moving my spearmen over to help him as well. But as I say, being very aggressive with Numidia. Nice to see Numidia in the 31k battle there. Okay, you can see here they got the Seleucid cavalry there, just behind that rock, ready to charge into the flank of our attacking troops. We got Dacian cavalry out there as well. And meanwhile, on the other flank, on our right flank here, you can see that the Seleucid chariots have been deployed on our right flank there, probably looking to maybe smash into our allies' archers, or just to cause a lot of mischief there over on that right flank with those massive attacking specifications and the big fear factor those chariots bring. But as I say, over here on our left flank here, by looking at the way that Crypto's moving forward, it looks like the battle may well kick off here on the left flank. As I say, nice to see Numidia on the 31k battlefield, and nice to see them being used aggressively as well. As I say, I'm moving my spearman over here to support my Numidian ally, as he might need it if he's attacked heavily by elite enemy troops. As I say, Lando's got his archers there shooting into us all the time, and obviously Crypto's got a need to keep his elephants out of range of the archers, because fire arrows will panic his elephants and they will run amok. So as I say, he needs to keep his elephants out of range there. As I say, I've got my Sacred Band spearmen right by the side of the Numidian infantry there to support them if needed. Okay, you can see, as I say, Lando's archers there. You can see Lando moving his infantry forward. Now, we know Lando is an extremely aggressive attacking player. Okay, we know that from other battle videos we've watched. Let's just pause the game for a second here. So as I say, we know he's a very aggressive attacking player, likes to take the battle to the enemy. Now, he can see Numidia, what he considers to be a weak, lesser 31k faction that he may well be able to damage and smash with his elite urban cohort units. So he's going to move towards those. Maybe, as I say, with a view to attack. We've got enemy cavalry out here on our left flank ready to charge in as well. Okay, but as I say, Lando here being very aggressive, very attacking there. But what I think here, we could make that pay in our favour here, because if Crypto knows that Lando's going to attack him, so if Crypto moves his Numidian army back, okay, we may well be able to draw Lando forward. His aggressive attacking passion will overtake him, and he will run forward. Now, if we can get him to be isolated, both Numidia and my Sacred Band spearmen and my cavalry, okay, plus Conan's cavalry, plus the elephants, might be able to smash Lando's 8 units of infantry there. Okay, so let's see if Crypto's going to pull his infantry back to try and draw Lando forward. Okay, Lando, look, very aggressive, very attacking as always. Wants to take the battle to the enemy, so great. Let's let him do that. So as I say, Crypto, look, pulling his Numidian army back, trying to draw Lando forward, trying to isolate Lando even more from his allies. Okay, so make no mistake, this is a great tactical move here by Crypto, drawing Lando forward. Look at Lando running forward. He can't resist attacking and moving forward there, okay? So as I say here, look how isolated he is getting from his allies. Now, if we can smash into him with our cavalry, elephants, infantry and my spearmen, we've got a good chance at routing his infantry. Remember, he's only got 8 infantry as well. Okay, can you see that we're kind of getting ready to charge in there? And he's still moving forward, still moving away from his allies. He can't resist trying to attack the Numidians, look, knowing they're a weaker 31k faction. So we've drawn him forward. Now he's moving slightly over to the flank. He's not moving back towards his ally. You see Crypto's cavalry armor general units there attacking one of his forward units, or one of Lando's forward units there. But Lando, as you can see, is quite isolated from his allies here. He's moving his archers forward. As I say, those are in close, tight formation for more impact and more damage. And they would like to target those Numidian elephants if they could. But as you can see here now, you can see how isolated Lando is. So what would you do now? Would you hit him with everything that you've got here at this time? Let's just wait and see. I don't know what our Numidian ally is going to do there. But as I say, those archers of Lando are really shooting into us there. They will be targeting the Numidian legionnaires, and they will be targeting the Forester Warband archers as well. Okay, let's pause the game for a second. So those archers are causing my allies a heck of a lot of casualties. So I want to do something about that, obviously. Okay, remember, when you're a good team player, you try and look after your teammates. So see my 3 cavalry units? I'm going to try and smash into those archer units there and try and do as much damage as I can to them, because I can see the damage that they're doing to my allies, okay? But there's a lot of enemy cavalry out there as well, ready to counterattack. But anyway, here we go. As I say, I can see the damage that all those archers are doing to my allies. I'm going to smash them as hard as I can with my well-upgraded Sacred Band cavalry. And you can see my cavalry going in there and bang as I smash in to those archer units there. Make no mistake, right, can you see now Lando is alt-attacked with his archers? Can you see they've got their small swords out, so he's alt-attacked there? So I'm pleased about that, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to take out as many of those archers as I can with my cavalry, trying to save my allies. But you can see a lot of enemy cavalry coming over here. You can see 2 Dacian cavalry units going to charge into my units there. And bang as I smash in there. You can see some more Dacian cavalry. You can see Scipii cavalry coming over as well. You can see Scipii infantry being involved. Okay, here comes the Numidian elephants. Okay, let's just pause the game for a second. So we've got Numidian elephants. See, frightened by elephants. So the elephants are got a big scare factor, taking the morale away from enemy troops. Okay, we've got Numidian legionnaires moving over here as well. Okay, so as I say, the thing what we're trying to do here is take out Lando's infantry. You've got Seleucid cavalry ready to charge in. You've got all that enemy cavalry charging as well. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave my cavalry in there to do as much damage as it can. I'm not going to pull it out there. I want to try and kill as many of those archers as I can. Right, see the elephants going in there and bang as those elephants in. See them throwing the enemy Scipii troops up into the air with the impact of those elephant hits there. Okay, I've got my Sacred Band cavalry involved in there. There's loads of enemy cavalry charging in as well. We got our GAUL ally charging his cavalry in as well there. Okay, let's pause again. I just want to show you something here. Every single one of my Sacred Band cavalry have just been taken out. They didn't rout, they didn't run, they fought to the last man. You can see them dead there on the ground. Okay, they fought to the last man there. It'd be interesting to see how many kills they got there. Okay, but they did fight to the last man. No routing with those Carthage Sacred Band cavalry. They stood their ground. But you can see our allies got his cavalry in there as well. You can see we've routed Lando's general. Okay, and we've routed a heck of a lot of Lando's infantry there, if not nearly all of them. Okay, so that was what we wanted to do there. Lando got a bit isolated. We smashed him with elephant cavalry, and I think we got some legionnaires units in there as well. And as I say, we've done really well what we want to do there. We have routed Lando's 8 infantry units. Okay, so we done well there, I think. You've got Numidian legionnaires there as well, going to get smashed by that Scipii cavalry, and bang as they smash in there into those Numidian legionnaires. That routed a few units there, but as I say, I think we've routed nearly all, if not most, of Lando's infantry there, which is what we wanted to do. You can see the Dacian chosen swordsman being brought over into the fray as well here, and you can see our GAUL ally with his cavalry attacking those Dacian infantry. I think he's got some chosen swordsmen in there as well. Okay, you can see I'm moving my spear army forward. There you can see my Sacred Band units moving forward. Right, let's pause the game for a second, take stock of exactly what's happened. So I've moved my Sacred Band army over. I'm heading towards those Dacian swordsmen there. You've got Dacian cavalry ready to charge in. As I say, remember the enemy have got a big elite cavalry advantage against us here. Now that may well tell towards the end of the battle. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, now you can see over here on our right flank here, Mantu's done really well with some of his Forester Archer Warband units there. He's routed 2 of the chariot units. Okay, you can see 2 of the Seleucid chariot units have run amok, so they've kind of been routed, and I think there's just 1 chariot unit left now for Seleucids. Okay, so he's done well over on the other flank. Here's Viriato's Roman infantry here. Now what he's going to do here, whether he's going to charge through his Seleucid ally to attack us through his Seleucid ally, or whether he's going to move around that flank there and attack Conan's army there, we just have to wait and see which way he's going to go with his infantry. Okay, but as I say, the battle's really up in the air at the moment, but I've got a feeling that the cavalry advantage that the enemy have, their elite cavalry, could well tip the balance here. Okay, as I say, I'm moving forward with my spearmen there. I'm aware that my GAUL ally has got cavalry in there, so if I run forward, and my SBQ ally's got his cavalry in there as well, so if I run forward with my spearmen, I don't want to put my spears down, because remember, friendly spears kill friendly cavalry. So I'm just going to charge in there at the moment and use my secondary weapon, which is the sword. I'm hoping that my GAUL ally is going to pull his cavalry out quickly, because I want to get to my first main weapon, which is the spears, of course. Okay, you can see my GAUL ally is now pulling his cavalry out, and I can put my spears down. You can see a lot of the Dacian infantry routed on impact of my Sacred Band spearmen hitting them. Okay, you can see them run there, and you can see our GAUL ally chasing them down with his cavalry. So well done to Mantu there, chasing down those routing Gaulish infantry there. Okay, I'm now going to turn my attention now with my spearmen over towards the enemy Seleucid ranks there. Okay, that's where I'm going to head now. I'm going to try and take on those long pikes of the Seleucids there. But as I say, you can see, look at the enemy Dacian cavalry there. Remember, fully upgraded Dacian cavalry could smash into the rear of me. You've got Lando's fully upgraded Praetorian cavalry. You've got those Seleucid cavalry out there as well. Okay, so there's a heck of a lot of enemy cavalry there ready to charge into us. Okay, I see Conan's moving his army over here. Probably going to get in behind my infantry there to protect the rear of my engaged troops. That is the type of thing that Conan does. Really good support player and really all-round good player as well. Okay, you can see here, moving my spearmen forward into those long-piked Seleucid pikemen there. Okay, so I'm going to take them on now. Being very aggressive as I always am with my Carthage Sacred Band troops. But as I say, look at here, you can see our Numidian ally Crypto charging at the enemy cavalry with his legionnaires there. You can see this Dacian, fully upgraded Dacian cavalry going in, and bang! The Seleucid cavalry have counter-attacked as well, bang! Charging into those Numidian legionnaires. As I say, the Numidian legionnaires' morale's not very good there. I thought they've held quite well for the time being. Here you've got Dacian, well-upgraded Dacian archers here shooting arrows point blank into the rear and flank of my Sacred Band spearmen. Make no mistake there, nearly every arrow is going to be getting a kill there, firing at such close range. But I'm still pressing forward. I'm still pressing my short-speared Sacred Band men into those long-piked Seleucid pikemen there. Okay, really pushing forward. I want to be aggressive here with my Carthage Sacred Band. I'm not going to stand back and let the long pikes have the advantage there, killing my men before my short spearmen can actually kill their men. So I need to push hard into those Seleucid pikemen there, which is what I'm doing, as you can see there. Poor old Conan there, he's got a lot to try and hold there. He's got to try and hold Viriato's army and all that elite cavalry charging around there. You can see Conan's got his cavalry units out there attacking the enemy Scipii troops, but remember, he's fighting Lando's fully upgraded cavalry there. He's moving Conan's moving a couple of his SBQ infantry units out there to help his cavalry, but there's so much enemy cavalry out there, it's going to be a real problem. Over here, let's say you got that fully upgraded Dacian cavalry, you got those Seleucid cataphracts there ready to smash in to Conan's infantry. He's already fighting those fully upgraded cavalry there, I think, as well. And you've got Viriato's fresh troops starting to attack Conan's infantry. You've got the chosen swordsmen that have rallied, that we routed, but they've rallied and they've come back into the fray, attacking Conan's infantry as well here. And all the time, my spearmen are moving forward. Conan's protecting the rear of my engaged infantry from cavalry attack. Look, great support move there by Conan. but he's trying to spread his infantry out, trying to hold the line at all different places here. But as I say, I'm still pushing forward. I want to try and take out those Seleucid pikemen if I can. Push forward, attack, aggression here towards those Seleucid pikemen. Oh my gosh, Conan's general's just been taken out. Okay, so he lost his morale bonus there from his general. Let's say he's got a couple of units there, including one of those legionary units moving forward, and bang, as he's smashed by that Scipii cavalry. There's Seleucid cavalry going to join in as well, and bang, as they charge in as well. So he's lost those 2 infantry units he was sending out to try and take on the enemy cavalry. And as I say, remember, we are now at this time SPQR and Carthage. Okay, SPQR and Carthage are Numidian ally, and I think most of our GAUL ally has now been taken out. Okay, as I say, I'm pushing forward here. You can see Viriato has brought Roman units over here now to support his Seleucid ally. I say Conan's here is trying to hold the chosen swordsmen, those Dacian chosen swordsmen that have rallied and come back into the fray. I say Conan here fighting all that cavalry and infantry. As I say, the elite cavalry of the enemy team here, I think, has really shown here. Remember those Dacian fully upgraded barbarian cavalry, plus Lando's fully upgraded Praetorian cavalry there as well, is really starting to tell here. Conan's trying to cover so much of the battlefield there with his infantry, and he's just being hit from so many directions here. You can see that Dacian cavalry coming in, fully upgraded, bang, straight into one of Conan's infantry units, as well as those chosen swordsmen attacking that unit as well. And you can see the enemy cavalry closing in as well there. Lando's fully upgraded Praetorian cavalry, and bang, as they smash in there. Okay, let's just pause again for a second here. Okay, I've got my slingers still shooting slingshots into the rear of those engaged enemy troops. We've got Mantu's Forester Warband's been shooting arrows into them as well. Here, let's say, shooting slingshots into the rear of those engaged troops. There's a couple of Numidian infantry units left there, but as you can see, a heck of a lot of Conan's SPQR units have been routed. As I say, my Carthage Sacred Band is pushing forward here, but I think my general's been killed, so I've lost morale there as I'm moving forward into those enemy Scipii troops. As I say, you can see Viriato's infantry really attacking Conan's tired troops, and you can see Conan's infantry now, after holding so well, is starting to break from concerted. Oh yeah, there's my general's just been taken out then. So you can see here, Conan's held so well against all the odds there, against the heavy cavalry and heavy infantry attacking him there. So really well done to Conan for holding so long. As I say, my Carthage Sacred Band units, if you notice here, units are starting to rout now. They're tired, they've lost their general, and I can see a heck of a lot of enemy cavalry and infantry getting ready to charge into the rear of my troops. They're just finishing off Conan's infantry now. And you can see here a couple of enemy cavalry units charging in to my Sacred Band units there. We've got chosen swordsmen charging in as well. Let's pause again for a second here. You can see my general unit has now been routed, and you can see my troops are tired, getting attacked from the rear and front by enemy troops. All of Conan's SPQR army, I think, basically has now been taken out after a fierce fight, and so I'm not sure if my Sacred Band will be able to hold against those odds there. You can see units there starting to rout. The chariots have just come over as well, so they'll probably be giving a fear factor, taking morale away from my troops as well. And you can see all that enemy infantry and cavalry there ready to pour in there to my Sacred Band units. And there you go, that's all my Carthage army has just been taken out there. Okay, so well done to the enemy team there. You can see our team is now lost there, so well played to the enemy team. Just have a quick look at the battlefield here, as it was quite intense. Over here on our left flank, where the Numidians attacked with the elephants and the cavalry and the infantry there. So you can see here the dead elephants there laying amongst the dead there. You can see my Carthage Sacred Band cavalry. As I say, they fought to the last man there. I didn't pull them out. I wanted them to kill as many of the enemy as they could. Be interested to see what their kill count is. As I say, as we move up along the battlefield here, you can see how intense the fighting was right away across the battlefield here. And here is another intense part of the battlefield here on my Carthage Sacred Band. We're fighting the Seleucids. And if we move up the battlefield there, you can see where Conan's SPQR units were holding so well against some massive odds of the enemy there. You can see some big cavalry battles that happened up here, I think, between Conan's cavalry and the enemy cavalry there as well. Conan did really well, took out a lot of the enemy troops there. So, as I say, it was a bit of a spread out battle there, really, but it was intense. Everywhere you looked, it was intense there. So, well done to the enemy team there. Great win for them. And well played to everybody in the game there. Just charging in, finishing off my routing Sacred Band spearmen there. See how much cavalry they still got left. Remember, that was an elite cavalry that they bought there. A lot fully upgraded cavalry. And as I say there, well done to the enemy team there. Okay, so as you can see here, just like to say, well done to everybody in the game there. And as you can see, it was an average defeat. Okay, so average defeat there. So as I say, it was a great battle there, win or lose, I think. And I really enjoyed that battle. Like I say, really well played to brother member Barkleyman bringing Dacia. Look at the kills that he got with Dacia. He got higher kills with Dacia than any of my allies managed to get with their units, their factions. Look. So really well done with Dacia there. Maybe his fully upgraded cavalry did that. Well done to Lando. He was isolated there, but he got some great kills as well. I think his fully upgraded cavalry and archers may well have done most of that. Well done to Viriato. Got some really good kills there. 1,635. And well done to brother member Aurelius. Probably didn't get the kills that he wanted there, but well done for bringing Seleucid. So well done, guys. A great victory for you there. Really well played. Great teamwork there. My Carthage Sacred Band army managed to get the highest kills there, so that's quite good. Well done to Crypto. Probably didn't get the kills that he wanted to there, but really well done for bringing Numidia to the 31k battlefield. Well done to Man 2 with GAUL. He probably didn't get the kills that he wanted to either, but well done for bringing GAUL. And well done to Conan there. He probably didn't get the kills that he wanted to either, but he did extremely well there in trying to hold the enemy as long as he could. So well done to Conan there. I like the diversity in this battle. You got Carthage in our team, we got Numidia, we got Gaul, and we got Rome. I mean, that's real diversity there in our team. And then you got Dacia, you've got Rome, and Seleucid in the other team. So it was a very diverse battle there for the first day of 2021. Let's say New Year's Day. I wanted it to be a special battle, and I hope with the diversity in the teams we've got that. Just have a look at the Sacred Band kills here. I think they did quite good. Okay, but remember my Sacred Band cavalry. Look at the kills that they got. Every man killed. Right down, no routing, but look at the kills that they got. Great kills there for that Sacred Band cavalry. As well worth leaving them in there, trying to kill as many of the enemy troops as I could with that cavalry. Okay, so I'd just like to say once again, really well played to everybody in the game, and I hope you enjoyed this New Year's Day battle. You know, the first day of 2021. I hope this is a battle you remember, and I hope we've started the year off with a bang with this battle. Spartan Commander saying, I hope you have a great New Year, and bye for now.